What's the crack, lad? So today we're going to be reviewing 91 Kevin De Bruyne. Right, so this lad last year was a monster for me. He scored so many goals when I had him, so when I got the chance to use his card again, I had very, very high expectations. The card is pretty much similar to last year. So in terms of expectations, we expect him to have good pace. Like, his pace usually isn't great, but it's still decent for a cam. Very good shooting with 86. Insane passing. That's the one thing that I loved about the card last year. This card could pass just anywhere. Anything. It was absolutely ridiculous. Very good dribbling, 88, and decent physical. The only thing on this card last year that kind of bothered me was his balance, which we'll get into when we look at the stats. But in terms of just looking at the card based off those stats, he looks absolutely insane this year. So I really, really hope it lives up to the hype. Okay, lads, so looking at his skill moves and his weak foot, it hasn't changed from last year, which is a good thing. His work rates are fine for a cam. Like, high for a cam is fine. He's going to come back and help in defense and obviously be in tank going forward, so that doesn't bother me. So yeah, as a cam, perfect. In terms of his stats, as I mentioned before, his balance was an issue last year. So what I done today was I put a engine championship on him, because like the only thing that's kind of worrying about this card was his balance and his agility. Like, his strength and aggression for a cam is fine. He's an absolute tank, so you'll see the stats. Obviously this is not the official thing. I forgot to record the video when I was getting rid of him because I made profit, but anyway, so we just increased the agility and balance. Those are the big two things. Anyway, getting into the clips, it's the same story as last year. I love this card. The only thing you really are nitpicking over is, like, his pace is not going to be great. We all know that. Sometimes shooting from outside the box to hit the crossbar, I was putting that more down to scripting more than anything, but still insane. Passing is still ridiculous. It's absolutely just mad how good he is at passing. Physical is around the same, not really much difference. Like, it's a sort of card where when you see the overall rating, you're going to be like, oh, okay, thought he was a little bit better than that. But trust me, the guy is ridiculous. He is insane to use. Now, the only thing I did notice, he wasn't scoring as many goals as last year, which you're going to be seeing in the clips. He's more setting up the play this year. Now, I don't know if that's just down to the gameplay this year, or the fact that it's the card, or how I'm playing. I have no idea. But the one thing that I noticed was he was more setting up and getting assists rather than goals. Now, you'll see the odd time where he'll make the run into the box, or he'll get that little jammy goal from sweating it, but he didn't score as much as... Like, don't get me wrong, there's so many clips I had to go through for this, and he scored quite a few. Like, this goal that you see here now, he's just in the box at the right time and buries it. So it was those sort of goals. It was more it wasn't more like last year where he was just like banging these in. So on the overall, he gets an 8.5. We'll go through the stats now just so I can explain myself, because I would personally give him higher. But anyway, pace 7.5 out of 10. As I said, his pace is not amazing, but then again, do you really expect someone like De Bruyne to have, like, you know, ridiculous pace going off the mark? Shooting is a 9 out of 10. Now, this would have went higher, but I have to put it down to the fact that every time I was shooting outside the box, for some of the shots, it kept hitting the crossbar. I put that down to scripting, but still, I have to knock a point off. Passing, 10 out of 10, ridiculous. Just, his passing is a joke. Dribbling, 8.5 out of 10. The balance is much better with the engine, way better. It's obviously not going to be like Mbappe, Neymar, you know, Messi dribbling, but it's still very good. Physical, 7.5 out of 10. His hold of play is decent against the better defenders, like the Van Dijks and Varans, who are just absolutely broken this year. He did get pushed off once or twice. So on the overall, he gets an 8.5. Honestly, I would probably give him a 9, pushing it to a 9.5, because he was just ridiculous. Now, the one thing that I will say is, in certain games, I had him playing as a centre mid, and other games I had him playing as a cam. It just depended on the game if I was losing or not. So I would switch from, like, let's say a 4-2-3-1 where he's playing cam, to a 4-3-2-1 where he would be like a left-sided centre mid. Still done a job there. He just wasn't as influential, because when my style of play is I just play in and around the box. So if he's in and around the box, beast. Playing deeper, he's still very good, and he's great for those long shots. It's just sometimes they hit the crossbar. It was a little bit annoying. That's the reason why I knocked the point off, but he's still ridiculous, lads. I would highly recommend him. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I will have Son out next. Now, I know a few people were asking for Kante, so I will try my best to get him out. I probably won't get him for the start of the weekend league because his price is going to shoot up. I'll try my best to get him on Saturday, even Sunday, just to get a few clips in. And if I can, I will try get an icon. I don't know who I'm going to get yet. You'll probably see over the stream. Anyway, cheers for watching, lads.